What's going on, everybody? I'm Dan Karpuc, and this is Trend or Trap presented by TrendsCenter. This is the show where I take powerful betting systems and trends, break down the data, and ask the only question that really matters. Is this a trend to tail or a trap to fade? We've got 3 plays across the NBA, NHL, and MLB for Thursday, April 23rd, and all come backed by serious data. Let's get right into it. First up, we head to the MLB for a matchup between the Pirates and the Rangers in Texas. Here's the trend. Since the start of last season, Pirates road unders have gone 36, 13, and 4. That's 73.47% for plus 21.7 units and a 37.22% ROI. When Pittsburgh's money line has been shorter than plus 210 with a total of 8 or less. So the question is this a trend to tail or a trap to fade? I'm going to say that this is a trend to tail, and I'm backing under 8 runs at plus 100 over at FanDuel. Now, dating back to his days with the Mets, I've always loved betting unders with Jacob deGrom on the hill. He's 1-0 with a 2.29 ERA, by the way. As one of the best pitchers of this generation, he has famously struggled getting adequate run support, and unfortunately for him, that's carried over to Texas as well. Through 19 2/3 innings this season, he's allowed 15 hits, 5 earned runs, and has struck out 25. So even with a slightly shorter leash, I should say, based on pitch count, he still looks dominant out there. He'll be backed by a Rangers bullpen that's been simply dominant out of the gates, ranking 2nd in ERA. That could spell trouble for an overachieving Pirates lineup that's averaging just over 5 runs per game so far. Meanwhile, on the other side, Bubba Chandler is going to toe the rubber for the Pirates. He's looked solid with a 1-1 record in 3.15 ERA out of the gates, boasting a 98th percentile average fastball velo at 98.9 miles an hour. He hasn't exactly missed bats like you might think, 20% strikeout rate, but he's been serviceable so far. Like the Rangers, the Pirates have a top 10 bullpen in terms of ERA, so runs likely won't be easy to find once he's out of the game. The Rangers also ranked 20th in the league in runs scored per game at 4.18 so far, so they haven't really been firing on all cylinders at the plate. To put a cherry on top, Globe Life Park has been the most pitcher-friendly park in the majors over the last 3 seasons per StatCast. You might not realize that, but this design actually suppresses runs and home runs. Given the quality of pitching on both teams, I'm really happy to back the under at this spot. Coming up next, let's go to the NHL when the Bruins and the Sabres meet in Boston for Game 3 with their series tied up at 1 game apiece. Here's the trend. Since January 1st, 2026, I should say, the Bruins have gone 17-3 straight up. That's 85% for plus 12.75 units, 48.17% ROI at home. So, is this a trend to tail or a trap to fade? I'm going to say that this is a trend to tail. I'm going to back the Bruins here at minus 106 at TD Garden. After a 4-3 Sabres win in Game 1, the Bruins roared back with a 4-2 victory in Game 2. Now heading back to Boston, the series is tied 1-1, and Boston, I think, has the momentum here. Through the first 2 games of the series, the Sabres are 0-9 with a man advantage. And dating back to the regular season, they haven't scored on 31 consecutive power plays. That's a pretty astounding statistic. Buffalo is often also getting off to really slow starts here so far in this series, falling behind 2-0 in Game 1. They, of course, came back to win that one, but then 4-0 in Game 2 on the road in front of a hostile Boston crowd that's going to feed right into the fight, right into the physicality that this series has shown so far. It's going to be very difficult to complete a comeback if they get off to another slow start in this one. In Game 2, the Bruins were more aggressive on the forecheck. The Sabres were unable to mount attacks and play with that up-tempo pace that they like to play at. Buffalo has also hinted that they can make some personnel changes ahead of Game 3, but I'm going to give Boston an edge at home based on the trend above, even against a Sabres team that has been dominant on the road down the stretch of the regular season. At this time of the year, you really want to see that efficiency, and the Sabres, when they got that man advantage, they just haven't really been able to convert. It's kind of hard to like them in this matchup in my perspective. So I'm going to go with the Bruins at home, right in line with that trend. And let's close it out in the NBA with the Nuggets at the Timberwolves in Game 3 of their opening round series. This is also tied 1-1, and here's a pretty crazy trend. In first round playoff series that are tied heading into game 3, so tied 1-1, with a total above 193 with first tip at 7 p.m. Eastern or later, the favorite has gone 27-4-1 against the spread. That's 87.1% cover rate for plus 22.6 units, 64.2% ROI over the last 16 years. So is this a trend to tail or a trap to fade? You might have probably guessed that I think this is a trend to tail. Just reading that was pretty crazy. I couldn't believe this when I saw this. This is a trend to tail, and I'm going to be very happy to back the Nuggets as 2-point favorites in this spot. The Timberwolves outscored Denver 29-21 in the fourth quarter of Game 2 to earn a 119-114 victory to even the series. I found that pretty surprising, especially after the Nuggets got out to a 19-point first quarter lead in that game. But favorites in this situation covering in 27 to 32 games makes it really hard to not be in line with that and fade it. Despite that gritty comeback in Game 2, it's clear that Anthony Edwards also isn't at full health. He's gone 5 or 20 from 3 in the first 2 games of the series. His knee is clearly still an issue. He's not moving the way he usually does. Of course, he's going to continue to play through it. He's a baller, obviously, but that is something to note in this one as well. His shot volume is there, but he's shooting just 38.6% overall in the first 2 games. When you don't have your legs as an NBA shooter, obviously you're going to struggle. However, his teammates has helped him erase that 19-point first quarter deficit in Game 2 and roar back to a victory, so all credits to them. However, in case you missed it, after the game in Game 2, Timberwolves wing Jaden McDaniels called out Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Cameron Johnson by name and labeled them all bad defenders. Those words are going to give them some nice bulletin board material heading into this matchup. The tension that already exists between these two teams should be at an all-time high. This is the 3rd playoff series in the last 4 seasons between these two clubs. They don't like each other at all. I am very, very happy to back Jokic and company with that 87.1% cover rate behind them in this spot. When you poke the bear, you poke Jokic? Are you kidding me? That's probably a bad decision from Mr. McDaniels there. I'm really eager to see how this team comes out and attacks Game 3 on the road. That is going to do it for this episode of Trend or Trap. 3 plays, 3 strong systems, and 3 trends that I am backing. If you want access to all of these trends and systems and hundreds more, make sure you check out TrendsCenter and start finding these edges for yourself. 3-day free trials are available for every single premium subscription. So don't forget to head over, download the TrendsCenter app right now, and check it out for yourself. Don't also forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more daily betting insight. I'm Dan Karpuc, and I will see you next time on Trend or Trap.